It is, in my mind, one of the most dangerous times to invest your money right now. The business values and the markets are obvious, predictable. How they make money, the winners are all there, easy to pick. The problem is the macroeconomics and also the investor sentiments are very hyphy, frothy, and unpredictable. That being said, there is a single stock that I have recently invested in. In this video, I'm going to share with you what those reasons are. Now, am I as confident as I usually am? No. Is this safer than a penny stock? Absolutely. This is one of those investments that is as speculative as I get. And in this video, I'm going to share with you my rationale, why I invested in the stock, and why I think there is gain for the next 3 to 6 months, if not for even longer. Now, if this is the type of content you've been looking for, please do me a favor and hit that like button for me. And let's get started. So with COVID going on, what is really interesting to me is that everyone is talking about the vaccine, but very few of you are recognizing or talking about the fact that COVID is essentially a type of flu. It is evolving. There's already at least 8 different strains of COVID right now. To me, the possibility that we'll continue to get evolutions and variations of COVID is likely. A COVID vaccine is as likely as a flu vaccine. It will most likely exist. It will most likely be safe. But will it cure everyone? My hypothesis is that it's unlikely. That is only one piece of the puzzle. The other piece of the puzzle is the fact that, let's just be honest, United States right now is a shit show. Where I'm living, it's currently become so dangerous that they've implemented a curfew. That in itself frankly blew my mind. My mom, who is a doctor and runs clinics, you can imagine it's an essential business, literally told me to not come home for Thanksgiving. My perspective on this, both as an investment opportunity, a money-making opportunity, but also as an opportunity to help the industry that matters. I think it is the right time to invest in the drug or drugs that cure COVID, because that is a near-term problem that needs to be solved. And as I said in the first point that I made, I think we need to continually cure the variations of COVID to come. How I look at it and how my mother had made this recommendation is what Gilead has produced. Remdesivir. Why is this? The number one reason, Trump took it. I mean, he is not the most perfect specimen to survive COVID. Let's put it that way, right? I don't think you can debate me on that. But the drug plus some antibodies and etc., super high-end care cured it. If you just Google drugs that cure COVID, Google returns you basically one result, and that is Remdesivir. Gilead makes it. It is a very expensive drug, and as far as I can tell, it is a drug of choice for COVID. The other treatment that Trump took, antibodies. That means that if let's say I had COVID, my body create antibodies so that I won't catch it again. So Trump got infused by someone's antibody, someone who caught COVID but now has built immunity for it. That was the second part of his treatment. That is more likely part of the vaccine puzzle. But like I said, because of the variations of COVID to come, I still think there is a necessity for Remdesivir. Now, with all of that being said, Gilead is actually a pretty dangerous investment to make. Why do I say that? Well, in the last 5 years, if you invested in Gilead, you probably ate shit. Gilead is one of the worst performing stocks in the last 5 years. That being said, they still make $22 billion every single year. So it's not like the company will disappear. It just has not been matching expectations. Perhaps between hype and the current crises, it will drive the price of Gilead up. But ultimately, I don't see any other drug that can help right now. And it's not a simple drug either, because as I understand it, Remdesivir is built on top of what used to be an HIV medication. I mean, that in itself should tell you it's not an easy drug to make. But being that this is a life crisis, and that best case scenario, vaccines will not come till May, is what I read. There's going to be an explosion of needs for cure. That's my hypothesis. And that Gilead, as far as I can tell, is the only one that's providing the cure. Therefore, for the next 3 to 6 months, I believe Gilead's sales will probably pick up. There you have it, guys. This is the stock pick. This is the only stock that I have invested in, and I do not plan on investing in anything else until the election dust has settled. I want to make sure we don't end up in a militia. If you have any questions or concerns, please hit me a note. I'm going to actually leave you, for the rest of this video, a raw, uncut version of the second part of the podcast where John and I actually talk about pharma and what his takes are in terms of investing in vaccines and cures as a whole. I think you'll find it very interesting. His opinions very much differs from mine. So I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to working with you next time. Thank you.